Hi Gemini, and welcome to your tarovideoscope for December 2017 by Alma. This recording will be for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. Not always your sun sign will make sense to you, because sometimes your messages may show up through your rising sign or through your moon sign. That is why it is necessary that you also listen for your rising and for your moon sign. This will be a general reading. For those of you who like to get a private reading, please email me at lightworker@gmail.com. You may also visit my website, lightworker.com. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas for those of you who celebrate Christmas, and Happy New Year. I am also going to record an extended reading for December for your sign, and the link for that will be right down here below in the show more description box. I'm also working on releasing your New Year's reading for you guys. Again, the link for that will be right down here below in the show more description box. Welcome to all of my returning subscribers. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please remember to turn on the notification button. That would be the little bell which is next to the subscribe button. This way you will be notified every time that I upload special videos. The Akashic reading for you will be live in the first days of December, so please don't forget to tune in so we can do your Akashic reading live. With that being said, now allow me to tune in this reading for you. I'm using 5 cards. And the general readings that I'm picking up for you, Gemini, they have to deal with this sense of stress or anxiety that you still seem to hold on to it and that you really need to release. There's going to be opportunities for you to make more money or to make better money, and an important deal or negotiation in regards to some money. There's something about a potential partnership or the money that comes to you through you dealing or collaborating with other people. There's something in there for you, and there's also about manifestation and the higher power and how you connect to the higher power. And deep down it is about you transforming, some sort of a big emotional transformation, and it could be an engagement in the making as well. So now let's break it down one by one. The first card that wanted to show up for you is the 9 of Swords. It does fall in the position of what happened in the past that may be still influencing you in your present current situation or your future. To me, the 9 of Swords, it means sadness, grief, worry, anxiety, stress, feeling self-critical. But it also means the situation is not as bad as you make it in your mind. So now allow me to tune in and let me figure out why this card showed up in this reading for you. What are the guides trying to tell me with this card? Many of you are recuperating from damages that were done to you. This could be for some of you, this recuperating could be either from allergies, from stress, maybe from getting better, okay, with your health. Maybe you had some health issues, but it could also be because something in a work-related situation could still be very stressful. This could be someone in the workplace that particularly stresses you out. You may also feel that you have to make a very detailed specification, very detailed plans, arrangements. You may be feeling like you are trying to express something, but you may be feeling that your words are not falling into the right ear. For some of you, you are trying to make a point, but it also feels that the other person or the other group of people doesn't feel like is very open, or there is some sort of a resistance. You have been in the same vortex, because it feels like no matter what you do, you keep ending up in the same, or you are back in the same circle of events, or in the same circle, could be even in an emotional sense. It is not unusual for me to get this message for Geminis that you are either going to bored with your work, you are growing to be very frustrated and very unhappy with your work. But what you can do, it also feels that in particular instances, you do seem to take your work a little bit more seriously than you should, and the importance for you to have this balance between resting and being productive, and the sense that something has been broken, something has been shifting a long time ago, and it doesn't feel like you anymore. It literally feels that something must have happened to you, where you felt like someone just sucked out the joy right out of you. For some of you, this may be important in the sense of you struggling financially, and maybe that's why you feel like someone just took out all the joy out of living, or the joy out of working. It could also be another life event that really devastated you and left you a little bit short-sighted. Maybe you didn't see this coming, or it completely changed your life. So something very significant that changed your life. The next card that you have is the Knight of Pentacles. If the Knight of Pentacles represents a person, usually it represents a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. This could be the sun sign, the rising sign, or the moon sign. The meaning of the card, it means slow, cautious, feels more reserved to take action. It also means wisdom to work hard. It represents a person with a very deep plan to take action, but maybe a change in these plans could be necessary. And if that doesn't make sense to you, it also means take more seriously than you should. Now, allow me to figure out why this card showed up in this reading. What is being offered through these cards, there is a sense of generosity and a sense of an opportunity showing up for you, but it does feel that maybe the conditions attached to this opportunity, they may not be very favorable for you in the long run, long term. So whatever deal you get yourself into, please make sure that you are not overlooking important details, because whatever is happening, it will really affect you financially. You may be signing a contract for a new job. How long you want to stay in that job. Make sure that you read everything, and make sure that this is not just going to be a temporary situation and you're going to go back to the same patterns, to the same feeling of dissatisfaction. Okay? Make sure that you are really going after something that you like to do for a long, long time. For some of you, something is turning profit. Something that you did in the past, now maybe you're getting paid for it. Somebody may be paying you back for, or a debt is being paid or paying off a loan. This could be in regards to an important transaction, an important sale. Could also be in regards to the sale of a business or the sale of a property. So for some of you, now you are starting to either make profit or getting the payment. It feels that you are going to weigh your options, because for many of you, finances will take a different meaning. Not necessarily that you are going to struggle financially, but you may be having plans about next year, or just plans in general, not necessarily about next year, and the financial aspect of these plans could be a very important one. If you have not been recompensated yet financially for the hard work that you have been doing, for something that you have been doing, it does feel that you should not go back now. Keep on moving forward, because it does feel that you, Gemini, are going to manifest money. But maybe this manifestation of money and abundance and wealth is going to show up in a different way. I am also told to reassure you that they are talking about money well earned, money well deserved. There's going to be talks and plans about a trip. For some of you, this is going to be talks and plans about a trip with the perspective of in this place when you are going to travel. Maybe you may consider to live there one day, or you may consider to transfer your work or to find work in this area. And it could be maybe you want to live closer to someone else. There is a sense of you in some ways wanting to accelerate and speed up certain things, but there's also a sense of you also need to slow down and maybe recuperate or replenish or even feeling pampered. And there's this going back and forth between these two feelings for you. Whatever you do in December, and that could also be a little bit hard because it is the holiday season and a lot of people are going to be shopping for their Christmas gifts. Please be very careful with how you spend your money, and please make sure that you save all of your receipts, because for some of you, you may need to return a lot of these things that you may be buying. But careful when it comes to you spending money. The next card that you have is the Ace of Pentacles, an excellent card. Falls in the position of the near future. To me, it means a new solid gain, a new friend or new friends, new prosperity, or a new wealth. But sometimes, to me, it also means an engagement. So now allow me to focus so I can figure out why this card showed up in this reading and what does it mean. You may have this sudden proposal about a gathering. Maybe this could be like a last minute gathering, but there's also the sense of whatever projects, whatever plans in the past you felt that were manifesting up to a certain point, but they weren't really blossoming or being completed. There is a sense that at least one project or one plan you are going to be able to complete it and bring that to fruition. There is a sense of whatever you are doing, please be very careful with your own sense of censorship. This could be about you are trying to do something, you are trying to present something, maybe do a speech or a presentation, or simply present your ideas and speaking up your mind. But maybe you're going to feel that whatever you are saying or doing or trying to present could be censored. And also, for other Geminis, this could be that in some ways, your own sense of censorship could be limiting you. The sense of what you think, what you should be doing, what you think you should say, what you think, that your new style should be, how you think that you should present yourself so you can please other people, or because this is what is morally right. There is something from your past that you really haven't completely healed from. And this is not only in the health aspect, in the physical aspect. This could be about some very deep trusting issues. This could be about a financial condition or a financial situation that maybe you still haven't been able to recuperate from. But this is also about the conditioning of your mind and the conditioning of your heart. It does feel that you may have this tendency to kind of bare your heart to someone else and speak from your heart. Maybe this is something that you don't do under normal circumstances, but you may be feeling drawn or maybe ready to open up and maybe tell your story or share something that is very deeply, very intimate for you. For some of you, this could be this process of you intimately opening up your heart at an emotional level could be facilitated by the renewal of a relationship. Some of you who have been in a very long-term relationship, this could be maybe not so by surprise, getting some form of proposal. So it is not coming to me as in the traditional sense when you bend down on your knee and you get ready with your diamond ring to propose. It is not coming like that. For some reason, it is coming in a different aspect, in an aspect where this proposal doesn't so much have the element of surprise, but is very grounding, is very reassuring. It's something that you wanted this to happen, or is something that you knew that was coming. For some of you, you are going to have the reassurance of having this love relationship in your life and actually strengthening this relationship. So the promise of this relationship still keep going very strong for you. Manifestation is like the heavens are sending you this energy, and it is all about you. It's about a matter of you accepting this new energy. Because I keep getting that you are going to feel this big shift, particularly towards the mid-December, between the 15th and the 20th, you are going to feel this energy. But it is a matter of you opening up and accepting this energy and understanding that you have already left the worst behind you. And what is about to come, it is a lot better that you already have. There's an ease in the air. There's a certain sense of being uplifted and light-spirited about this new energy. So for some of you, you really need to, or maybe you don't need to, but in a way that feels natural and comfortable to you, you are going to leave any fears associated with money, fears associated with a job, or fears associated with love and relationship. The next card that you have is King of Pentacles. And again, it represents the same zodiac sign. Something important might be happening between you, Gemini, and someone under the sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign of Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So to me, this card represents a noble figure, a teacher. It also represents the idea of a trip, a new career, demands, commands, teacher. And if that doesn't make sense to you, it also means focus on your goals. Many of you are in the process of transforming yourself into this powerful being. You may be transforming yourself as a person who is very valuable in the workplace. This person who is very powerful within your family, or however you rank in the family. It is about the status that comes with the family and the status that comes from work. But this is also about that status that nobody is able to give to you but your own self. Regardless of whether you work or you're retired, whether you have money or not, it is something beyond what other people can give you, what other people can grant to you. It is about you giving yourself the right to be happy, giving yourself the recognition that you deserve. It is about that transformation and that recognition that comes from your own soul. Because sometimes you really need to look at yourself in the mirror as a figure of speech and give yourself credit. And this is the kind of recognition, giving yourself credit. It is the kind of recognition that no one is able to give you but you. And I hope this is making sense to you. If you are looking for a teacher or a spiritual consultant, a spiritual teacher, if you are looking for whatever kind of teacher, it does feel that you already know this person, but maybe you don't know what other things that may be training you or preparing you or teaching you, or you are going to get in touch. The universe will connect you with this teacher, with this advisor that you are looking to get. And for some of you, this teacher will show up for you as the lesson learned from relationships. And when I mean relationships, I don't necessarily mean only love relationships. Someone, so the universe is using one of your relationships, a relationship that you have with someone, to open up your mind, to wake you up, to give you a good shake, to give you, like to shake you from the state that you are in. So to teach you lesson. And for some reason, again, work is very highlighted in this perspective. So they are really saying you need to drop the barrier. You need to drop that barrier, this protective layer, because it won't be necessary for you anymore. If what was broken was trust, trust will be restored within you. If what was broken was your perception about your health, your perception about your beauty and your physical appearance, that will be restored. If what was broken was faith, hope, and trust, that will be restored. So whatever in your life you feel that is broken, whatever in your heart and in your soul you feel that it's broken, they're saying there is the promise of it being restored. It does feel like a very different kind of reading from the usual readings that I do, but they are trying to get your attention that it may seem impossible to you right now, but you have so many good things waiting to happen. So they don't want you to give up. There is a sense of you being able to reach that state of harmony, being balanced and being grounded. The next card that you have is the Magician. So this is in the position of how to keep and maintain balance. This is the card of manifestation. It does manifest, or it does denote a new beginning. So above is below, so below as above. What you think about, you bring about. Everything that you need, the tools, the opportunity, the right people, the right moment, everything that you need to manifest will be provided for you. It also signifies, or it means new opportunities for you to use your talent. Love urges. It also means finance and the future. So now allow me to tune in and let me figure out why is it that this card showed up in this reading. There are universal forces in motion that maybe are unseen. But some of you Geminis are trying to uncover these layers of these invisible, unseen forces. And for some of you, you may be doing so through esoteric matters, maybe through a tarot reading. You may be getting spiritual counseling, a healing, opening up your chakras, this alignment or realignment of your chakras. They're talking about something that you are learning or something that you are training to do. For some of you, you need to prepare yourself for some sort of a job opportunity or a career opportunity, and part of that will be about you either auditioning, making a demonstration, so presenting something also like a skill. It's not only about the resume and the interview. It is something that you need to demonstrate or that you need to show. An opportunity that seems a little bit far reach, or an opportunity that seems to be outside of your career field, outside of your profession. It feels like that will show up for you, but again, it may not have much to do with the same profession that you are in, the same job that you are in, or even with the same career that you are in. You are transforming yourself, and they're saying whatever the end of the year will bring for you, it is something that the entire year did make that happen. So the entire year, it's a very long time compared to the end of the year. So whatever is happening at the end of the year was something that the entire year wasn't able to give to you. For some of you, there's going to be talks about food, there's going to be talks about diet planning, fitness programs, memberships, there's going to be talks about hosting a gathering, there's going to be talks about your public image and your public persona. There's going to be talks and plans about the book tour, you promoting certain items or products, or even maybe you performing in a play, being part of a play, or even part of a show. And it does feel that things will happen pretty quickly, very much at the last moment. But whatever is happening energetically this month, it does feel like a huge shift from that sense of something was weighing you on your shoulders, that sense of heaviness. It does feel like in December that you're going to feel more at ease, and maybe you're not going to feel that sense of something was weighing you down. So you are going to be left ultimately at the end of the month with a sense of renewal. There's going to be also talks about immigration and some important documents. This could be two different things, but for some of you, they are talking about something that is manifesting in terms of immigration, and it does feel that you may need to act quickly when the opportunity shows up for some of you in December. I don't know if I mentioned this before I forget. You need to be very careful whether it is about you putting money together and maybe buying something together, even if it is a small gift, or what it is about something deeper and more important than that. So maybe it's not a good thing for you to sign any contracts that would financially bind you to someone else, or any financial agreements, because the way this is coming to me, whatever these financial agreements are, chances are that they are not going to be long-lasting, or maybe they're not going to give you the results that you were hoping to get. So if you do find yourself in that situation and you can postpone at a later time, please do that. So the power of manifestation lies within you. I hope that made sense to you, Gemini. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading. Leave me a comment right down here. And please remember that your Akashic reading will be live. In the first days of December, I'm going to do a live reading so I can give you an Akashic reading, and please stay tuned for that. Click in the links right down here below. That's going to take you to the Vimeo videos where I'm going to do a whole new reading for your sign for you. And please also remember that I am working on the new videos for the new year 2018 for you, and the links for that hopefully will be right down here posted already. Happy holidays! Happy New Year, and I will see you soon in the next videos. Email me, I'm a lightworker at gmail.com if you like a personal reading from me. Thank you, and bye-bye.